The snow is piling up against our door, and we might just be stuck for a week or more now, but that don't bother us none. If anything, it sounds like a barrel of fun. Let's just have our Christmas of our own. A Christmas of our own. Let's forget about the world outside and disconnect our telephone. A Christmas of our own, with no big choir singing, caroling, and church bells ringing. Let's just have our Christmas of our own. We'll decorate our little Christmas tree
I just love it when we're together.
with garlands, bows, and ribbons. It's as pretty as can be.
Oh, so pretty.
We'll make ourselves some gingerbread and drink some spiced mulled wine. Now doesn't that sound more than just fine? Let's have a Christmas of our own. Let's forget about the world outside and disconnect our telephone. A Christmas of our own. And if Santa Claus comes around, we'll tell him to skip to the very next town. 'Cause we don't need no big choir singing, caroling, and church bells ringing. We just want the Christmas of our own. The Christmas of our own. We just want a Christmas.
I made some adjustments to my audio setting, and hopefully you guys can hear me slightly clearer and with a little more volume than usual. You guys can hear me okay? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? It sounds pretty clear. Yes, you can hear me. Like I said, I made some adjustments to my audio. As it turned out, I was able to make things slightly punchier. I know that a lot of you have been kind of frustrated with the volume of the sound. Some of you, not many of you, but some of you. But I tried making some adjustments today, and I think I was able to bring it up a little, just a slight notch. Yeah, is it louder than usual? Hopefully I don't. Hopefully it doesn't peak too much. I did some tests, and based on my tests, it sounded okay. Hopefully it sounds okay to you too. I had a good weekend with my family. That sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Mingnim, can you actually feel a difference? It sounds a little different than usual. I feel that it sounds a bit sharper than before. A little sharper, okay. That's maybe because it's a little louder. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's great. Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it can't be drastically different. But every little improvement counts, I guess. I'm still trying to learn to use this software, so I'm sure there are tons of things that I still don't know. So, Eric Namnim, it's my first time joining live stream. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you here. How are you doing? Eric, that's your name? That's your English name? It's better than before? Okay. 저 이름 바꿨어요. 왔어요? Drawjane. Oh, Drawjane님이었죠? Okay. 그래서 이제 이 계정으로. Okay. Is it a different account or did you just change your name? It's kind of a new feeling. Yeah? It's like having a different face. Especially, considering how we're interacting, the name is kind of like your face, right? So, hi, Simon everyone. I'm on holiday. You're on holiday now. Okay. That's great. So you're not going to work. Yeah? Actually, I didn't notice any change to the sound. Yeah, I figured that probably most of you won't notice. Well, at least more than half of you won't notice much of a difference, but I did make some changes, and I think there is a slight improvement in the sound volume, not necessarily the quality of the sound, but the volume should sound a little louder. Simpson, Nim, this is your first time joining the live stream. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot. Your document. I forgot to open up this software here. Okay, and one here. Okay. You're hungry. You should get something to eat. Oh, yeah. My wife, she made me some bread. Yeah, I think it's jjimpao. I'm not really sure. I think it is. Not really sure. The bread is really cold now. 반갑습니다. 요새 영어공부에 다시 불 붙어서 라이브 채널 들어왔어요. Oh, that's great. Is this your first time joining the live stream? Is this your first time here joining the live stream? 소리가 커져서 듣기 정말 편해요. Yeah, that's great. It's great to hear that. It's great to hear that you actually feel an improvement on your end, because that's what really matters. There's red beans in it. 근데 it's surprisingly not very sweet. It's not sweet at all. It just has a very nice, nutty, earthy taste to it. I like that. Usually I don't really enjoy these type of snacks because they're usually really sweet on the inside. But these aren't sweet at all. 누적 효과는 you have COVID for the second time? Oh man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. So you're staying home now? Are you supposed to stay home? 입술을 뜯다를 어떻게 영어로 말하나요? I have a bad habit of picking my lips with my nails. 입술을 뜯다요? 입술을 뜯는다고요? 손톱으로 입술을 뜯는다고요? That's 잠깐만. 손톱으로 입술 껍질을 뜯는다고요? 입술 터서 껍데기 okay. 일단 I'm not exactly sure, but if I wanted to say that, I've never had to say that because I don't think I do that. But if I had to say that to somebody, if I had to tell that to somebody, I would say I chew on my lips. I would just say I chew on my lips. I chew on my lips. Yeah. That's probably what I would say. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But if I had to say that to somebody, I would say, I tend to chew on my lips. When it gets really dry, I chew on my lips. 붕어빵 처음 먹을 때 초콜릿인 줄 알았는데 팥이어서 실망했다고. 근데 지금 붕어빵 때문에 겨울이 좋다네요. So they finally they came around, and they finally understand why it's good, huh? 네, chew는 뭐 엄밀히 따지자면 씹다가 맞는데요. 뜯는다라는 말을 어떤 식으로 해야 될지 I'm not really sure. Yeah. 제 나쁜 습관 중에 하나인데 이걸 영어로 어떻게 말할지 모르겠어요. Yeah, I'm not really sure either. But like I said, if I had to tell that to somebody, I would say I chew on my lips. 지난 시간 예문 중 I always carry an iPad with me에서 with me가 어떤 어감을 더하는 건가요? 그러니까 챙기고 다닌다. 챙긴다. 그러니까 그거를 가지고 다닌다라는 거죠. 단순히 그걸 들고 다니는 게 아니라 소지하고 다닌다. 그러니까 우리말에서도 가지고 다니다, 들고 다니다. 근데 그거를 이제 뭐랄까, 내 몸에 그걸 소지하고 다닌다라는 그런 느낌을 좀 더 더해주는 게 with me예요. carry는 말 그대로 그냥 그거를 들고 이동만 하면 carry예요. 물론 carry로도 가지고 다닌다라는 의미를 충분히 낼 수는 있는데 그거를 with me라고 함으로써 그 느낌을 좀 더 추가, 그쵸? 끼고 다닌다라는 느낌을 주는 거죠. Yeah. Peeling lips. 까다. Yeah, I guess that's really gross, and I guess I've never really thought about that, but that sounds right too. Peel your lips. Okay. 입술을 까다. That's a very literal approach, I guess. I grab and take my lip cuticles off. No. 입으로 하는 게 손톱으로요. 손톱으로 하면 조금 다르긴 하네요. 손톱으로 하는 거는. Yeah. You could also say you pick on your lips. You pick on your lips. You could also say that, I think. Go out of one's way가 go above and beyond, go the extra mile와 같은 의미일까요? No. 그러니까 의미적으로는 비슷할 수가 있는데요. 그 사용하는 맥락이 좀 달라요. Go above and beyond와 go the extra mile는 거의 대체적으로 긍정적인 맥락에서 쓰이는 거고요. Go out of one's way는 그냥 어떤 긍정적이지도 않고 그냥 부정적이지도 않고 그냥 일반적인 그런 맥락에서 많이 쓰이는 것 같고 오히려 부정적인 맥락에서 쓰이는 경우도 많고요. 근데 go above and beyond와 go the extra mile는 보통 긍정적인 상황에서 많이 써요. 자극적이지 않은 건강식 먹을 때 earthy라고 하나요? 자연의 맛? Not in my experience. 제 경험에서는요. earthy라고 하면은 약간 그런 고소한 맛 같은 거 있잖아요. 땅에서 자란 그런 거 같은. 그러니까 꼭 그게 어떻게 준비된 어떤 맛으로 어떤 뭐 자극적이냐 자극적이 아니냐 어떠한 맛으로 조리가 됐냐라는 그런 느낌보다는 일단 좀 더 그냥 약간 그 콩에서 나는 맛 같은 거 그런 걸 얘기를 할 때 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. That's from my experience. 그러니까 예를 들어서 야채를 보고 earthy라고 하지는 않는 것 같아요. In my experience. Yeah. 팥에서는 earthy. Yeah, because it's nutty and it doesn't have right. It's not simply because it's bland. Not simply because it's bland. 그쵸. 네. Nuts are typically what you would call earthy in terms of the taste. The device ran me $50라는 식의 말을 미국 사람들이 많이 사용하나요? 그거는요. 그거는요 마치 우리말로요 얼마만큼의 돈을 썼다라는 말을 약간 그냥 약간의 어떤 표현을 이렇게 써서 좀 더 재밌게 표현하는 그런 표현 방식이 있나요 우리말에? 얼만큼의 돈을 썼다 이런 거요. 뭐 썼다 들었다 말고요. 좀 약간의 그 뭐 그러니까 예를 들자면 50만 원 깨졌다. 네, 그렇죠. 이런 표현이 있죠. 50만 원 깨졌다. 뭐 태웠다, 깨졌다 이런 말 있잖아요. 이런 말을 한국 사람들이 많이 쓰느냐라고 하는 것과 비슷한 질문이에요. 지금 이게. 하긴 해요. 하기는 근데 많이 하느냐? I don't know. That's hard to say. 근데 쓰긴 해요. Yeah. They do that. They use that. Yeah. 맞아요. That's right. 그럴 수도 있지를 It's impossible. No, 안 되죠. 수님, impossible는 불가능하다인데요. 그럴 수도 있지를 불가능하다라고 표현하면 안 되죠. 그럴 수도 있다라는 것도 여러분 이것도요 상황에 따라서 그럴 수도 있다라는 그 의미를 갖는 그러니까 그게 나타내는 의미가 다를 수가 있어요. 상황에 따라서요. 근데 대체적으로요. 여러분 잘 들으세요. 여러분 잠깐만요. 제가 그동안 여러분 열심히 훈련시켰죠? 그 말을 그 표현의 방식을 그대로 옮기려고 하지 말고요. 우선 어떻게 생각을 해야 되냐. 자, 이 상황에서 우리는 이렇게 얘기를 하는데 그 상황에서 외국 사람들은 어떻게 얘기를 할까? 약간 이런 관점으로 봐야 된다고 했어요. 그 글을 옮기는 게 아니라 그럴 수도 있다를 그대로 그것보다는 자, 여러분 잘 생각해 보세요. 그럴 수도 있지 라는 것은 어떤 마음에서 하는 말이에요. 어떤 마음에서 하는 말이에요. 그쵸? 이거나 아니면은 그쵸? 이거요. 그쵸? understandable도 되고요. I understand도 되고요. 사실 제가 일단 가장 먼저 생각한 거는 I can understand it. 이거예요. 근데 제가 아까도 얘기했지만 그게 상황에 따라 그때그때 어울리는 게 조금씩 다를 수가 있어요. It really depends on the context. So there are certain types of expressions and there are certain ways that we can say things depending on the context and the situation. Okay? 이해할 수 있지가 아니라 나는 이해할 수 있어요. 나는 이해할 수 있어. 왜냐하면 우리가 그럴 수도 있지라는 것은 나는 그것을 이해할 수 있다라는 얘기이기도 하잖아요. 그런 심리에서 그런 말이 나오는 거잖아요. 그렇죠? 그럴 수도 있지라는 것은 여러분이 이해할 수 있다는 거예요. 그러니까 그 부분을 얘기를 하는 거예요. I can understand. I can understand it. I can understand. 아까 누가 얘기하신 것처럼 that happens. 이렇게도 얘기를 얼마든지 할 수가 있고요. Again, it depends on the context. Okay? 뭐 심지어 간단하게 I get it. I get it. 이렇게 하기도 해요. I get it라고도 많이 얘기해요. Exactly. Sure. Yeah. It's I think everybody knows that what you say and how you say things really depend on the situation, but we often forget because we're so focused on the words and we're so focused on because we begin learning from text. We're so focused on the text, and once we get locked in on the text, it's hard for us to think outside of that text. And so it's one of the reasons that gets really hard, that we often forget about that. 한국어를 풀어보다 보면 여러 가지로 만들 수 있는 상황들이 많은 것 같아요. Yeah, it's like any other language. I agree with your opinion. Yeah, I'm agree 말고요. I agree. I'm agree 말고요. I agree. Alice님, 물론 이제 Alice님도 그냥 이제 뭐 긴 그렇죠. It's a long and painful process. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. It's a long and painful process, and I know you're just saying that. It's just a figure of speech. Okay, I know that you're not actually expecting something to end at some point, but you know, considering my job, I have to point out the very the very important fact that you can't really expect an end. There is no end. There is no end. 너무 소 듣고 싶은데. Okay. 얍얍님, I'm sorry you can't stay, but hey, it's if you gotta go to bed, you gotta go to bed, right? 그거는 뭐랄까? 마치 골프를 치기 시작했는데. 골프를 잘 치기 위해서는 어쩔 수 없이 들어가는 시간이 있어요. 프로처럼 하려면은 어쩔 수 없이 거기에 들어가는 시간과 비용이나 그런 게 있는데 그런 거를 하기도 전에 난 프로처럼 하고 싶다라고 하는 거 it's the same thing. Same thing. 배운 표현 미대에서 보고 이해할 때 희열이 너무 좋아요. That's you know, I think that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun of learning a language. Exactly. 아무리 열심히 해도 절대 원하는 못할 거란 걸 깨달아서 좀 힘 빠져요. Well, that's like saying no matter how hard you work, you'll never be rich. It's kind of like that. No matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you try, there will always be people who hate you. Your parents will never be content. They'll never be satisfied. It's kind of like that, you know? Well, same thing. Same thing with language. You could become like a native speaker. Who knows? All right, 3.5 minutes left. Do you have any plans for Christmas? Nope, not at all. 한국 골프 선수들 어렸을 때부터 골프 시작해서 성인이 돼서요. 정말 프로가 되는 것 같은. It's kind of like that, I guess. I recommend by all means 듣자마자 들었어요. That's good. 개떡같이 말해도 끊김없이 소통이나 됐으면 좋겠어요. Yeah, you know, I think that's the important thing is not to be fluent, but to be effective. Yeah, functional. To be functional and effective. You know, your English doesn't have to be on a decent level. It doesn't even have to be on a decent level as long as you can function and be effective in communication. I think that's what the important thing is. 원어민처럼 안 된다는 건 전제로 깔고 공부해야 할 때 언어는 문화인데 거기서 나고 잘하지 않아서 certain level까지 향상하기. Yeah, same thing. That's right. I don't want to be 개떡. 개떡이 뭐 어때서요? 개떡이랑 개떡이 그렇게 안 좋은 거예요? 그러고 보니까 떡 중에 진짜 개떡이라는 게 있나요? 갑자기 궁금해지네. 외국에서 회사 생활 하려고 하면 아무래도 더 잘할수록 좋은 거라. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the only thing you can do is do your best. That's really all you can do. 자막 없이 영화를 볼 수 있는 순간, what I mean. Well, I guess that's part of it. 언어는 뇌를 프로그램하는 도구라고 하잖아요. 다른 언어로 코딩을 해야 하는 작업이 쉽지 않죠. I actually don't agree with that. I don't think learning a language is like coding or programming. No, it's like getting used to something, getting used to an environment, like going to a foreign place and getting used, adapting to that place. I think it's not really about programming, at least as far as I can tell. All right, about a minute left before we begin. 이건 내 취향이 아니야. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I almost never say that. But yeah, it's quite common. 일상생활에서 망신당하는 건 괜찮은데 회사 생활에서 망신당하면 데미지가 크니까요. Yeah, like I said, the best you can do is the best you can do. I mean, what more can you do than the best you can do? I've been studying English for 100 days. Finally, I got it to do, and today is the last day. Last day! 100 days project for myself. I'm going to keep doing it. You're really helpful. Okay, wow. Congratulations. So you set out to study for 100 consecutive days with no days off? That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. All right. Okay. All right. So today we're going to look at some of the other expressions that were used aside from the three main expressions that I wanted you to focus on in this morning's lesson. Okay. 쌤은 미드나 영어 보실 때 99.7% 정도 이해하시나요? Not even close. Not even close. Nope. And it really depends on what the story is. For example, billions. 여러분 billions 보셨나요? 저는 billions 같은 거를 보는데 그러니까 어떤 대화는 100% 이해를 하기도 하는데 어떤 대화는 20%도 이해 안 가고 그런 게 있어요. It really depends. But it's the same with like news. When I watch the news, either Korean or American news or British news, whatever, it really depends on the news. Some I can understand quite well. Some I can't even understand, not even a little bit. So, yeah. 뭐 전문 용어뿐만 아니라 그러니까 특정 분야에서 일을 하고 있는 사람들이 쓰는 그런 표현들도 있을 거고 꼭 용어뿐만이 아니라 그리고 그 문화에서 엄청나게 오랫동안 있지 않은 이상 잘 이해하지 못하는 그런 것들도 있을 거고요. 모르는 단어도 많고요. 그냥 생 모르는 단어도 많고요. So yeah, it happens a lot. 발레 영화요? No, it's billions is I don't even know what to say about yeah. 이 교수님 안녕하세요. 구독 3년 차인데 실시간 참석은 처음입니다. 설레는 긴장되네요. Wow, okay. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you here. Billy Elliot. No, not Billy Elliot. I meant billions. billions. Wednesday요? 저 반편 봤는데. I only saw half an episode. I didn't even go through the first. Wait, did I? I don't even remember. I didn't sit through a full episode. I saw bits and pieces while my wife was watching it. And so I don't even know what it's about exactly. All I know, because my wife told me about it, all I know is that it's very similar to Harry Potter. Is that true? They say, my wife said it's very similar to Harry Potter. 축구요? 한국 경기 2개인가? 3개, 2개인가?는 봤어요. I haven't been keeping up with the World Cup series. I'm not really that into soccer. Yeah. 예상외로 명작이라고요? Oh, okay. That's an interesting take on it. Okay. It was surprisingly good. 그 얘기죠. It was surprisingly good. Okay. The last episode is the most interesting. Okay, that is interesting. All right. Wednesday 유치요? I'm sure a lot of people feel that way about it. I mean, when children are the main characters in a movie or in a series or whatever, I mean, it's bound to be a little childish for some people. You really can't sidestep that. I don't think. 영어 실시간 강의 참여는 여초라 빌리언스 거의 모르죠. 시간 강의 참여는 여초라서 빌리언스 거의 모르죠. 웬스데이만 할 때. 여초가 뭐죠? 잘못 쓰신 건가? 그쵸. 보면서 즐길 수 있는 거면 더더욱이 좋죠. Yeah. 여초가 여자가 많다라는 얘기예요? 잠깐만. 여기 처음? 어느 게 맞죠? 오늘 저 초급 봐도 될까요? 일단 그 난이도 면에서요. 그 난이도에 대해서 잠깐 한 가지만 얘기를 하고 넘어갈게요. 난이도를요. 여러분이 그러니까 난이도라는 것은 일단 제가 하고 싶은 얘기는 구분을 좀 안 뒀으면 좋겠어요. 어느 난이도를 보느냐, 특히 그게 강의면은요. 만약에 뭐 영화나 아니면 뉴스, 그러니까 완전 영어 초보인데 뉴스를 그렇다고 서슴지 않고 봐라라는 것은 그건 좀 아닌 거긴 해요. 왜냐면 그거는 교육을 목적으로 만든 게 아니잖아요. 그건 컨텐츠 전달이잖아요. 내용 전달이, 정보 전달이잖아요. 근데 강의면은요, 웬만하면 그냥 구분하지 말고 그냥 보세요. 그리고 오늘 내용을 여러분이 한 진짜 5%밖에 이해를 못했다. 그래도 여러분이 그 시간 동안 영어를 보고 듣고 영어를 어떤 식으로든 좀이라도 더 생각하고 해보려고 하고 매달려서라도 가는 게 좋은 게 그게 왜 그런지 아세요? 정말 중요한 이유가 있어요. 정말 중요한 이유가 있어요. 뭐가 중요한지 아세요? 그게 왜 중요하냐? 그렇게 하는 게 왜 중요하냐? 실제로 그럴 거기 때문에. 여러분이 외국 사람들이랑 얘기할 때 실제로 그럴 거예요. 그 사람이 여러분의 난이도에 맞춰서 영어를 할 거라는 기대를 할 수가 없어요. 영어를 쓰는 환경에 가면 더더욱이 그렇고 외국에 가잖아요. 딱 내가 내 난이도에 맞춰서 생활을 할 수가 없잖아요. 오케이? 그러니까 그게 어렵든 쉽든 일단 다 부딪혀 버릇하는 게 그런 식의 you have to build a threshold. You have to build up your threshold for your stress level. 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠어요? 그러니까 어려운 거를 보고 듣더라도 그것으로 인해서 스트레스를 안 받는 좀 그게 몸에 훈련이 돼야 돼요. 오케이? 그러니까 어렵더라도 상관없이 계속 들을 수 있는 그런 내성을 좀 기르셔야 돼요. Okay, that's very important, I think. 너무 장시간 강의를 부담스러워서 요약본만 봤는데 직접 강의를 들으니 도움이 많이 됩니다. Oh, that's good. Okay. 그 이번 주부터는 요약본을 열심히 올릴 거예요. 지난주에는 yeah, but then, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so just give me a second here. Give me a quick second here. Whoops, not this one. No. Must be this one. All right. And no. No, wait. 오케이, 일단 저는 와, 지웠어. Okay, well, in that case, 내가 왜 그걸 지웠지? 오케이, 일단 저는 지금 뭐 나름 일단 준비해 놓을 수 있는 건 해놨고요. 일단 여러분한테 먼저 얘기를 물어볼게요. 그 오늘 그 올린 강의 있죠? 오전에 올린 강의 거기에서 그 main three expressions이 뭐였죠? 뭐였어요? What was it? What was the main three expressions that I wanted you to focus on? To go out of one's way, right? And what was the second one? The third one was go out on a limb. Right. Go as far as to do something. 그 세 번째 거는 제가 오늘 강의에서 얘기를 안 했던 게 이거는요 꼭 그 say만은 아니에요. Go as far as to 뭘 하다가 될 수가 있어요. 오케이? 근데 어쨌든 이 세 가지였는데요. 그러네요. Sorry about that. 이 세 가지였는데요. That's weird. Okay. Right, 이 세 가지였는데요. 일단 이 세 가지 이제 외에 오늘은 이번 지금 오늘 이 시간에는 이 세 가지 외의 것들을 좀 할 거예요. 외의 것들이요. 오케이? 일단 그 전에 이 세 가지에 대해서 혹시 궁금하신 거 만약에 그러니까 여러분 이게 헷갈리는 건 정상이에요. 일단 그것부터 얘기를 할게요. 이 세 가지가 일단 개별적으로도 각각씩도 잘 모르겠는 그런 마음이 드는 건 당연한 거예요. 왜냐하면 지금 여러분이 이거를 활용한 예문을 지금 한 개씩밖에 안 본 거예요. 오늘 강의에서는. 오케이? 한 개씩밖에 못 보신 건데 그래서 이제 감이 없을 수밖에 없어요. It's almost impossible for you to have a full understanding. Even if I had made an hour or 2 hour long video just about these, you would still not be able to have a good grasp of what they mean and how to use them, okay? The only way you can gain control of that is to actually use it a lot. That's the only way you're going to get used to these expressions, okay? 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠죠? 그러니까 그러니까 진짜 이거는 it's not even a matter of weeks. It's not a matter of months, I think. I think it's a matter of several months at least to actually get used to these expressions. And like I said, you can't learn from a teacher. You can't learn from a lesson. You learn from your own experience. 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠죠? Okay. I've heard Sam would go as far as to say that Nope is the best movie I've ever seen. Does it sound natural? Okay. So 짧게라도 세 개의 뜻에 오늘 혹시 아침에 강의 안 보시고 오셨나요? Not many of you saw the lesson this morning? Oh, really? Okay. No. 제가 오늘 강의에서도 얘기했었어요. 강의에서도 얘기했던 게 꼭 부정적인 것만 아니라 긍정문에서 다 쓰이고 중립적으로도 많이 쓰이고요. It's, yeah. So, again, 짧게 얘기를 하자면요. Go out of to make an extra effort. to do something. Often an effort that is not in line with what you usually do. So go out of one's way to do something means to make an extra effort. To make an extra effort to do something. Often an effort that is not in line with what you usually do. 이해하셨어요? To make an extra effort to do something. Often an effort that is not in line with what you usually do. 그래서 go out of one's way라고 하는 거예요. 그러니까 각별한 노력을 들여서 뭔가를 하기 위해서 각별한 노력을 들이는 건데 그 노력이 평소에 하는 것에서 심지어 벗어나는 그런 게 있어요. So that's go out of one's way. Okay. 그러니까 이거를요. 이렇게 해석을 아예 정해 놓으시면 안 돼요. 안 하던 것을 일부러 하다라는 뜻이라고 생각하면 안 되고요. 일단 가장 중요한 뜻은 이거예요. 각별한 노력을 하는 거예요. 각별한 노력을 하는 건데 그 말 속에는 이게 은근히 내포되어 있는 거지 이게 가장 두드러진 의미는 아니에요. 이해하셨어요? 이게 가장 두드러진 의미는 아니에요. Okay? So, for example, I thought it was one of the best movies this year. I'd even go as... 잠깐만. 이건 세 번째 거지? 오케이, 세 번째 거는 나중에 하도록 하고요. 이것도 또 안 보이는구나. 잠시만요. Just give me a second here. All right, here we go. She's been going out of her way to fit in fit in with the rest of the team. Okay, so imagine that someone moved to a new team, joined a new team at work. Okay, she was either transferred or I don't know, maybe she made a request for the transfer. But anyway, she joined a new team. Okay, and we can say she's been going out of her way to fit in with the rest of the team. Does that make sense? She's been going out of her way to fit in with the rest of the team. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So, 이게 뭐 긍정적이거나 뭐 나쁘거나 뭐 부정적이거나 그런 느낌이 없어요. 그렇죠? 그런 느낌이 있다기보다는 it's just what she's been doing. Yeah, exactly. That's right. 네, 역시나 여러분이 예문을 봐야 돼요. 예문을 보면 바로 느낌이 오시죠? Okay, she's been going out of her way to fit in with the rest of the team. I don't feel you shouldn't feel like you have to go out of your way to, be close to your neighbors. Does that make sense too? You shouldn't feel like you have to go out of your way to be close to your neighbors. Close with라고 할까요? Okay. All right. Good. Very good. So these are some probably some better expressions than what I had in the video this morning. Okay. I've been going out of my way to settle in this area. Yeah. Get settled. 저라면은요. settle를 그냥 동사로 쓰면은 뭔가 합의를 보다 약간 이런 의미로 많이 쓰고요. 그 본인이 정착하는 거 있죠. 정착하는 거는 get settled라고 얘기를 많이 해요. 오케이? settle. 동사로 쓰면 합의를 보다. get settled. 정착하다. 적응하다. 약간 yeah. I should go out of my way to improve my English. Should go out of your way. Natural step님, 오케이. 일단 이런 식으로 여러분이 일단 생각나는 아무거나 아무 내용이랑 연결시켜서 이렇게 응용하는 건 좋아요. 그럼 제가 그걸 보면서 이거는 이 맥락이랑 어울린다. 또는 아니다. 이 표현은 이런 맥락이랑 어울리지 않는다. 이렇게 얘기를 해드릴 수가 있어요. 자, 보시면은요. 이거 있죠. should라는 거는 you're suggesting something. You're making a suggestion. Right? 그러니까 물론 자신에 대한 얘기를 하는 거지만 보통 이런 맥락에서는 go out of one's way를 안 해요. go out of one's way는요. 이거는 이제 뭐 어떤 뭐 문법적인 어떤 그런 근거가 있거나 뭐 그런 거 아니고 그냥 순전히 제가 이 표현을 그동안 수년간 경험해온 것을 토대로 얘기를 하자면 go out of one's way는 앞으로 그렇게 뭐 해야 된다. 그렇게 그럴 필요가 있다. 이런 맥락에서는 잘 안 쓰여요. 무슨 의미인지 아시겠어요? 실제로 그게 벌어지고 있거나 아니면 과거에 그랬었거나 그런 일에 대해서 보통 많이 써요. Why? I don't know. They probably don't even know why. The native speakers probably don't even know why. It's just the way that this expression has settled. 이렇게 쓰면 또 동사를 쓸 수가 있구나. Yeah. Anyway. 네. 그러니까 미래형으로 쓴다거나 suggestive한 그런 맥락에서 그러니까 뭔가를 제안한다라는 그럴 필요가 있다. 뭐 이런 의미로는 잘 안 써요. 그러니까 다시 얘기하지만 실제로 벌어졌거나 벌어지고 있는 일에 대해서 많이 써요. 실제로 있는 일. Okay. He went out his way. I went out of my way to adjust new things after I moved here. 뭐 예를 들자면 adjusting to the new environments was a lot harder than I thought. I really had to go out of my way to get settled. 오케이, 여기 한번 보시면은요. Adjusting to the new environment was a lot harder than I thought. I really had to go out of my way to get settled. 심지어 여기에 뭐 for a few years to get settled. I went out of my way to improve my English skill. Go out가 왠지 어떤 일이 이미 시작한 것만 같은 느낌이랄까? Really? Okay. I'm not exactly sure if I agree with that, but I mean, you're free to feel that way about it. I don't have to go out of my way to work out every day. I think 3 times a week. Okay, 지금 꾸잉님, 지금 이 얘기 같은 경우는요, 저라면은 I don't feel like 그러니까 상대방한테 yeah. To get in better shape이 좋겠구나. Okay, 예를 들어서 let's say that a guy is going out with a girl who loves guys who are really fit. And let's just imagine that the girl has expressed her preference in guys who are rather fit, okay? And let's say the guy he's trying. You know, it's not like he's not trying. He's trying. And he feels like he's doing enough. He feels like he's doing enough. He feels like he doesn't really have to go out of his way to get in better shape than now because he thinks he's already doing a pretty good job. And so this might be something that the guy says. I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to get in better shape than I think I'm doing pretty well. Does that make sense? Did you understand what I just said? I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to get in better shape than now. Okay. Yera Musinim. Yera Musinim is in the house. I've always wanted to say that. They went out of their way to make people laugh. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I can see that happening. I can imagine someone saying that. Sure. I has been to go out of my way to make cheesecake. 치즈케이크를 심혈을 기울여서 만들고 있다. Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, so let's say 지금 좀 전에 누구 하셨죠? 오케이, 예를 들어서 치즈케이크 얘기를 하셨어요. 치즈케이크. 그냥 이거를 보고요. 제가 이거를 보고 치즈케이크와 관련해서 뭔가 이 표현이 쓸 법한 맥락을 그냥 아무거나 생각해봤어요. I just made something up, okay? So let's imagine that I've really been going out of my way the last couple of weeks to perfect this cheesecake recipe. 뭐 이렇게 할까요? Okay? I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it. 이렇게까지 좀 맥락을 좀 만들어 볼게요. Okay? So, does this make sense? Does this make sense? I've really been going out of my way the last couple of weeks to perfect this cheesecake recipe. 네, 그쵸. 네, 존 크리스님 맞아요. 여기서 perfect는 동사로 쓰인 거예요. Okay? I've really been going out of my way the last couple of weeks to perfect this cheesecake recipe. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it. Okay. 그러니까 실제로 그거를 위해서 그거를 완벽하게 만들기 위해서 실제로 어떤 것들을 하고 있는지를 정확히 얘기를 해주면은 심지어 그 사람이 놀랄 수도 있는 그런 지금 그런 어떤 공이 들여지고 있는 거예요. 그래서 그런 걸 가지고 그런 거에 대해서 얘기할 때 이런 느낌이 아주 it sounds really natural. Okay. I've been going out of my way. Going too out of my way가 아니라 going out of my way to satisfy my situations and not compare to 지금 네라키님이 얘기하신 거는요. 본인의 상황에 그러니까 자신을 다른 사람들과 비교를 하지 않고 자기 상황에 만족을 느끼도록 going out of 각별한 노력을 하고 있다라고 하셨는데 이런 맥락에서는 왠지 될 것 같지만 의외로 안 돼요. The reason I think, I'm not exactly sure, I'm not 100% sure. 제가 뭐 100% 맞다고 할 수는 없지만 because I'm not a native speaker. 제가 느끼기엔 왜 이게 어색하게 들리냐면 this is mind control. It's not about something that you're actually doing. It's something that happens in here. And so I think for those contexts, this expression doesn't fit in very well. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? 이거는 마인드 컨트롤에 대한 얘기이기 때문에 그런 것에 대해 단순히 이제 마음 잡는 거 약간 그런 거 있죠. 이런 맥락에서는 go out of my way라는 게 it doesn't fit in very nicely. Okay? For the last couple of weeks라고 해도 되고요. for를 생략을 해도 돼요. for를 생략해도 되고 심지어 이 the를 these라고 해도 상관없고요. It doesn't really matter. Okay. 그래서 지금 네라 킴님이 하신 내용 같은 경우는 이거 같은 경우는 제가 이 얘기를 한다면 I've been trying extra hard. I've been really trying. 뭐 이런 식으로 그냥 이 정도로 얘기를 할 것 같아요. Okay? I hope that makes sense. He seems to be going out of his way to steer clear of her. Is there something going on between them? Okay, good. That's a good example. He seems to be going out of his way to steer clear of her. Is there something going on between them? Very good. Sonanim, did you just make that up, or is this a sentence that you found from somewhere, like a movie or something? You don't have to go out of your way to satisfy other people if you don't want to. Good. That's good. Very, very good. I'm going out of my way to be diligent even on weekends. 이것도 그러면 좀 어색한 표현인가요? I'm going out of my way to be diligent. Yeah, because 왜냐면은요, 그 be diligent랑 I'm going out of my way랑 약간 그 의미의 중복이 있어요. Okay? 왜냐면 따지고 보면은 go out of my way라는 그것 자체가 diligent 한 요소랑 같죠. 같은 요소죠. So they kind of overlap. So it doesn't really, they don't go along very well. Okay? I've really been going out of my way to butter my boss up to get a raise. Okay. All right. 제가 한 가지 힌트를 좀 드릴게요. 한 가지 힌트를 드리자면, 물론 자신에 대해서 이렇게 얘기를 할 수도 있어요. 하는데, 보통 이거는 어떤 룰가 있는 건 아니고, 이제 외국인들이 이 표현을 쓰는 거를 이렇게 자주 듣다 보면은 본인에 대한 얘기보다는 다른 사람에 대한 얘기를 할 때 이 표현을 많이 써요. 오케이? 그게 왜 그러냐면 그게 약간 자연스러운 인간 심리인 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 이 go out of one's way라는 것은 약간 평소의 노력에서 좀 벗어난 그런 느낌인데, 그러려면 이제 자신을 돌아보는 약간 그런 관점으로 얘기를 하는 거잖아요. 근데 본인이 자신을 돌아보는 관점으로 돌아보는 경우가 그렇게 많지는 않아요. So I don't know. I think that's why. But 어쨌든 그래요. 그러니까 지금 제가 이 얘기를 왜 하느냐. 지금 여러분이 써주신 예문 중에 내가 go out of my way를 했다라고 하는 것보다 다른 사람이 그렇게 하고 있다, 그렇게 했다라는 예문을 봤을 때 훨씬 더 그게 familiar하게 느껴져요. 딱 봤을 때 훨씬 더 편하게 느껴져요. 지금 나에 대한 얘기는 약간씩 좀 뭐랄까 끼워 맞추려는 약간 그런 느낌이 있어요. 좀 해도 되는데 나 같으면 좀 다르게 얘기를 할 것 같아. 약간 이런 게 있어요. Okay? If that makes sense. No. Do you want to go out of one's way to watch it overnight? 미래 do you want to 그러니까 제가 다시 얘기할게요. 이 표현은 이미 벌어지고 있거나 과거에 벌어진 일에 대한 얘기를 할 때 많이 써요. Do you want to는 아직 안 벌어진 일이잖아요. So it doesn't sound natural. Okay? If you want to be better than now, you should go out of your way. No. You should go out of one's way는 보통 그렇게 이것도 마찬가지예요. 뭔가 왜 어색한가 하고 생각해봤더니 아직 벌어지지 않은 일에 대해서는 안 어울려요. Okay? Just try not to do that. Okay? She's going out of her way to save money. Okay? I've been going out of my way to make our travel plans. Because our family hadn't. I'm going out of my way. 일단요. 이 맥락 내용으로 봤을 때는요. 잠시만요, 여러분. 잠시만요. EYJ님, 지금 이 얘기를 우리말로 한 번만 해보시겠어요? 우리말로 한 번만 해주세요. EYJ님, 지금 요 얘기 있죠? 여행 계획하는 거예요. 요 우리말로 한 번만 해주세요. 한 번만 해주세요. 그러면은 도움이 많이 될 것 같아요. Okay? It seems he went out of his way to make a good relationship with her. I think he really loves her. 네, 그러니까 제가 다시 한번 얘기할게요. I already said this, but I'll say it again. Every time this expression is used to talk about some effort that you yourself have made, it's okay. It doesn't sound the most natural. Okay, it always sounds better when you're talking about someone else. Okay? Alright, EYJ님. 난 여행 계획을 짜는데 노력을 하고 있다. 가족 여행을 가는 게 오랜만이기 때문이다. 오케이, 지금 이 맥락을 보면은요. 각별한 노력을 하고 있다. 뭐 이런 느낌이 아니죠. 그냥 노력하고 있다예요. 그쵸? 보세요. 나는 여행 계획을 짜는데 그냥 노력을 하고 있는 거지 각별한 노력을 하고 있다. 이 표현이 여기에 썩 어울리진 않죠. 왜 어울리지 않냐면은 제 생각은요. 물론 지금 가족을 위한 계획 짜는 거는 특별한 일이지만 이게 뭐 뭔가 엄청 애써야 그게 되고 말고 이런 게 아니라 그냥 좀 신경 쓰면 될 것 같은 비교적 평범한 그런 일이잖아요. 그래서 어울리지가 않아요. Okay? My dad has been going out of his way to raise me well. Raise me well. 저라면은요, to be a good father. I think that's a good example. I know that he's been going out of his way to be a good father. Okay, this is a good example, I think. I know. 그러니까 약간 느낌을 바꿨어요. 그 전체적인 내용의 느낌이 약간 바꿨어요. I know he's been going out of his way to be a good father. I know he's been going out of his way. 오케이. 제가 한국어를 이제 배울 차례예요. 각고의 노력. 여러분, 각고의 노력. 저는 사실 지금까지 살면서 한 번도 이 각고라는 말을 쓴 적이 없거든요. 예전에 어떤 게임을 하면서 각골이라는 말을 본 적이 있는데 그게 I don't know if there's any relevance in that. 어딘가에서 각골이라는 말을 본 적이 있는데 아무튼 각고는 처음 봐요. 각고는 처음 보는데 이거 많이 쓰는 말인가요? 네? 피터 오님, 각골이 요즘 철이라고요? Are you serious? Are you actually saying this right now? 각고는 의외로 일반 회에서도 가끔 쓰여요. 물론 자주는 아니고. 의외로 근데 쓴다고요? 각고. 저도 들어본 것 같긴 하거든요. 이렇게 쓰여져 있는 거는 처음 보는 것 같은데. 각고. 지금 이걸 지금 보면서요 제가 느낀 게 있어요. 여러분 보세요. 시연이 님이 지금 하신 게 누군가 과한 도움을 주려고 할 때 It's okay, you already helped me a lot, you don't have to go out of your way. 괜찮아요. 지금 이런 맥락에서 쓰기 괜찮은 것 같아요. Okay? Yeah. 근데 저라면은 그 wording을 조금 다르게 할 것 같아요. 그 실질적인 말을 약간 다르게 쓸 것 같은데 예를 들어서 it's okay, it's okay. You've you've already done so much. You really don't have to go out of your way to do anything else. 어떤 식으로든 go out of your way 다음에 어떤 말로라도 이어서 얘기를 할 것 같아요. go out of your way에서 끝나는 거는 그냥 약간 그냥 그렇게 활용되는 걸 잘 못 들어봤어요. 저는 개인적으로. 오케이? 그러니까 이 go out of your way를요. 하나의 동사로는 인식을 하기보다는 go out of your way to do something 보통 이렇게 많이 쓰인다라고 생각하시는 게 좋을 것 같아요. 오케이? Alright. 박정호님 무슨 어떤 각고가 뼈를 깎는 노력이라고요? 의미가? 지금 이거 있죠, 여러분. 여러분 이 해석을 잠깐 보시겠어요? 너는 이미 날 많이 도왔어. 굳이 그렇게까지 할 필요 없어. 지금 이 물음표는 지금 이렇게 해석해도 되느냐라는 의미에서 TCM 찬님이 이렇게 하셨는데 이 굳이라는 말 있죠. 굳이. 여러분, 이 굳이라는 말 있죠. 굳이 무엇을 할 필요 없다. 이런 느낌이랑 많이 통해요. 특히나 you don't have to go out of your way 이거 있죠. Don't have to go out of your way 이것도 그렇고요. 아까 제가 썼던 것 중에 하나가 이거 있죠. I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to get in better shape. 그거 이전에 심지어 이거 있죠. You shouldn't feel like you have to go out of your way to be close with your neighbors. 이런 맥락에서 이 굳이 뭐뭐 할 필요가 없다라는 이 느낌이 많이 통해요. 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠어요? 오케이? 야, 굳이 이웃들이랑 잘 지내려고 그렇게 노력할 필요 없어. 이런 거 있죠. 오케이? 이런 느낌이랑 많이 통하는 부분이 있어요. 오케이? 뭐 그게 어울릴 때도 있고요. 여러분도 잘 아시겠지만 그게 어떤 한 말이 오로지 한 말과 그게 다 정해져 있는 게 짝을 지어서 그걸로만 그렇게 쓰는 거 아니에요. 모든 우리말도 마찬가지고요. 모든 언어가 다 마찬가지일 거예요. I'm not exactly sure, but as far as Korean and English is concerned, as long as those two languages are concerned, there's never a single way to say something. 어떤 한 가지를 말하는 방법은 딱 한 가지만 있는 거 절대 아니에요. Okay? Alright? You don't really have to의 의미도 스며 있는 건가? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. 근데 그거랑은 또 다르죠. Don't have to는 이제 그럴 의무가 없는 거고 그럴 의무와 책임이 없다라는 내용이 좀 더 강하고요. You don't have to go out of your way라는 것은 그렇게까지 노력할 필요는 없다라는 그런 느낌이 있고요. 오케이? I don't know what to say about that. Oh, thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm not exactly sure what I should say about that. This is very awkward. So you're the husband, right? Oh, wait a minute. Are you thanking me for taking your wife away from you? Is that what this is? Are you thanking me for taking your wife away from you? If that's the case, this is really funny. If that's the case, that would be really funny. Oh gosh. You think he meant that? Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Oh wait, the wife is here? Is she here? Oh God. Oh, Queen. That's you? Really? Is that you? That's so funny. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think this wow. This has never happened before during a live stream. Oh. Okay. All right. So, go out of one's way. Go out of one's way. 그 의미가 각고의 노력. 각별한 여러분 근데 잠깐만 제가 혹시 단어 조합을 잘못 쓰는 건가요? 갑자기 궁금해져요. 각별한 노력을 하다 되나요? 괜찮아요? 각별한 노력을 하다. Is that okay? 괜찮아요? 각별한 노력. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Why are you questioning the amount? That's just totally up to the person, isn't it? Let's see. 손흥민's father has gone out of his way to make his son the world's best soccer player. Oh, did he play a big role in him becoming as great as he is? Did he play a big role in that? Oh, he did? Yeah? Oh, I see. A huge role. Oh, okay. Wow. I had no idea. I've never yeah. I had no idea. Oh, his father is as famous as his son. Oh, okay. I see. All right. 오케이. 지금 보세요. 지금 손흥민의 아버지에 대해서 얘기를 하면서 그 사람이 얼마나 대단한지에 대해서 얘기를 하면서요. 잘 들으세요. 자, 얘기를 하면서 이 3번의 표현을 여러분이 써먹을 수가 있어요. 해보세요. 손흥민의 아버지가 얼마나 대단한지에 대해서 이 표현을 활용해서 한번 얘기해 주세요. Tell me. Number 3. 지금 이 표현을 완전히 오해하고 계시는데요? 완전히 오해하고 계시는데? 오케이, 이게 제가 찾던 게 이런 거예요. I'd go as far as to say that he's been going out of his way. No. I'd go as far as to say라는 표현을 모르시는 분들이 많구나. 강의를 안 보신 분들도 많고 지금 1번을 계속 하다 보니까 어느새 이것도 같은 의미일 거라고 저절로 약간 그렇게 생각이 머릿속에 이렇게 자리 잡은 것 같은 경우도 지금 있네요. 이 go as far as to는 달라요. 이거를요. Go as far as to do something은 어떻게 할 정도로 무엇에 대한 생각이나 의견, 믿음이 강한 이런 상태일 때 쓰는 거예요. 그러니까 예를 들어서 It's probably not true. 그러니까 지금은 좀 극단적인 예를 든 거예요. 지금 좀 극단적인 예를 들었어요. 극단적인 예를 들었는데 그래서 이 표현을 쓰는 거예요. 자, 보세요. I'd go. 나는 갈 수도 있다. 가정하에 얘기를 하는 거예요. I would go예요, 이거는. I'd go as far as 어디까지 멀리 나는 갈 것 같다. 어디까지 나는 심지어 갈 것 같다. To say that. 자, 보세요. 이렇게 나는 말할 정도로 그렇게까지 나는 말을 할 정도로 무엇에 대한 생각과 믿음이나 의견이 강하다. 그거에 대해서 나는 심지어 이렇게 말을 할 정도다. 이런 표현이에요, 이거는. 오케이? 그쵸? 이거죠. 이거예요. 지금 제가 설명한 거는 왜 이 표현이 그런 뜻을 가졌는지를 최대한 나름 노력해서 설명한 거고요. 일단 이거를 해석만 놓고 보면은 심지어 나는 이렇다고까지 생각한다. 이런 얘기예요. 네, 맞아요. 이거예요. 결과적으로 해석만 보면은 심지어 나는 난 이렇게까지 생각할 정도다. 이렇게까지 생각할 정도다. 그런 느낌이에요. 오케이? say랑 많이 쓰고요. 꼭 say는 아니에요. say 말고 to do something 뭐 다른 행동으로도 얘기를 하긴 하는데 say로 많이 쓰는 표현이에요, 이거는. 오케이? 오케이. 이건 괜찮아요. His father went go가 같이 나오면 안 되죠? Went as far as to walk 100 miles from his 지금 이 맥락이랑 어울리진 않아요. 이 맥락이랑 어울리진 않아요. 지금 이게 무슨 의미인지는 아시겠죠? I'd go as far as to say that his father is more famous than his son. 저는 심지어 그 아버지가 아들보다 더 유명하다고까지 생각할 정도예요. 오케이? 이런 얘기예요. 이런 얘기를 할 때 쓰는 표현이에요. Son's father went as far as to Germany. 지금 이런 식으로 쓰는 표현은 아니에요. 이거는 실제로 얼만큼을 갔다라는 의미에서 그렇게 쓰자고 지금 제가 보여드린 게 아니라 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠어요? 오케이, 볼게요. I'd go as far as to say that this restaurant is best at... Okay, yeah. I'd go as far as to say that this is the best restaurant I've ever been to. Okay? So I'd go as far as to say that this is the best restaurant I've ever been to. Yeah, so this is a good use of this expression, right? I'd go as far as to say that he is the real hero in this movie. Okay, all right. This is another good example, right? 난 심지어 걔가 이 영화의 진정한 영웅이라고 생각해. 그렇게까지 난 생각할 정도야. Okay? 약간이 아니죠, 그렇죠? 엄청난 강조죠. 많이 강조를 하는 거예요, 이거는. 그러니까 여러분 이게 간단한 표현으로 even이 있어요. even. 난 심지어 여기가 그러니까 심지어라는 그런 느낌이 많이 담겨 있는데 그거를 더 강조를 한 거예요. 오케이? 그리고요. 여기에 even을 같이 쓰는 경우도 많아요. 제가 그 얘기를 안 했구나. 제가 혹시 그 강의에서 even을 넣었었나요? I don't remember. 근데 even을 같이 쓰는 경우가 많아요. I'd even go as far as to say. Okay? I'd even go as far as to say my mom is the best mom in this country. Oh. Okay. There's no way of proving that wrong or right. So, yeah. 지금 이게요. 나쁘진 않거든요. 이 예문이 I'd go as far as to say that my mom is the best mom in this country, but it's not very natural. I would be surprised if a native speaker said this and I think the reason is because there's really no virtual way. There's virtually no way to actually determine that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's no virtual way. There's no real way to determine who is the best mom, let alone her being the best mom. There's actually no way of determining who is the best mom. So in this kind of context, it doesn't really fit in very nicely, okay? I hope that makes sense. I'd go as far as to say that he is the only president who really cared, the whole United States of America, who really cared about the people of the United States of America. Okay. 이 맥락에서는 또 괜찮네요. Again, there's no virtual way of determining 그렇기 때문에 so again, it depends on the context. It really depends on the context. 어떤 거요? Peter O님. 과희요? 잘못 쓰신 건가? 과희라는 말이 있어요? 과연 아니에요? 잠깐만. 과연? 과연은 의문점일 때 과연이 나오는구나. 과희요? 감희? 가희? 과희? What is it? 가희? 가희 들어본 것 같다. 감히? 감히? 감히 이렇다고 할 수도 있다. Yeah, that's not bad, I think. Okay, it doesn't really matter. 대충 말했을 때 의미만 통하면 되죠. 그렇죠? It's okay. 아니에요, 여러분. 여러분, 그래서 영어를 여러분이 너무 정확하고 너무 완벽하게 하려고 할 노력이 없는 거예요. 보세요. 우리말도 지금 다 막 다른 단어를 알고 있고 막 그렇잖아요. 그런데 그렇다고 해서 여기 중에 원어민이 아닌 사람이 있어요? No. 아무리 한국말이 상대적으로 약간 좀 부족한 부분이 서로 있고 해도 어쨌든 everyone here is a native Korean speaker. Everyone is native. There's no doubt about that. Okay? So, same thing. As English learners, you don't have to pursue, perfection. You don't really need to do that. 맞아요. Exactly. Yeah. 혹시 같은 말로 I'd rather say는 그거는 약간 약간이 아니라 느낌 좀 많이 다른 것 같아요. 그러니까 앞서 언급된 주장이 있으면은 나는 그것보다는 난 이렇게 보는데 약간 이런 거죠. 그러니까 이거는요. 지금 I'd go as far as to say는 뭔가에 대해서 더 강조를 할 때, 예를 들어서 엄청 훌륭한 가수지. 심지어 우리 한국 가요계에서는 가장 영향력이 있었던 가수이지 않을까 싶은데 약간 이런 느낌일 때 기존에서 좀 더 강조하는 느낌. 근데 I'd rather say는 앞에 있던 거를 부정하고 난 그거는 아닌 것 같고 오히려 난 이쪽인 것 같은데 이런 게 이제 I'd rather. Okay. Offer me good numbers. I'd go as far as to do the project if I get enough rewards. I'd go as far as to do the project? No. 수환이 왜 그러냐면요. I'd go as far as to 다음에는 뭔가 꽤 극단적인 어떤 게 나와야 돼요. 근데 do the project는 그냥 그 프로젝트를 하는 거잖아요. 그렇죠? 그러니까 보세요. 해석을 하면은 보상만 충분히 이루어진다면 나는 심지어 그 프로젝트를 할 수도 있어. 갑자기 뭔가 이만한 게 나와야 될 것 같은데 그냥 하겠대요. 그렇죠. 좀 뭔가 밸런스가 안 맞아요. 그래서 이거 같은 경우는 it's not really right. 극단적으로 나쁜 프로젝트요. No, today 일단 오늘은 we're gonna only go with say. 왜냐면 그게 가장 많이 쓰이는 거기 때문에. Okay? Our goal is not to fully understand each of these expressions. Our goal is to come up to a level to where we can actually use them. Okay? And in order to do that, I know what you mean. I wish I could go through other things as well, but I think we need to manage our expectations. And we need to keep in sight why we're doing this. The reason we're doing this is not because we want to study what these mean and how they're used and understand. No, our goal is to actually use them. Okay, so that's what I want to do. I'd even go as far as to say that he is the most popular influencer in English. Oh, okay. Who are you talking about? What's her name? I'd love to know. Oh, you said he. Okay. What's his name? He was so obsessed with that movie so that he went as far as to name his... Okay. Not so that he was so obsessed with that movie. so가 여기서 갑자기 나오면 안 되죠. He was so obsessed with that movie that he went as far as to name his son. Okay, 지금 이게요. 일단 여기는 맞게 쓰였거든요. He went as far as to name his son after one of the character in the movie. 이건 맞게 쓰였는데 그 앞에 거 있죠. 그 앞에 거. He was so obsessed with that movie that. He was so 어떻게 해서 that. 그러니까 that 이하 절을 할 정도로 거기에 집착했었다. 이것과 went as far as to 이 말과 중복이 돼요. 그 강조하는 게 중복이 돼버려서 it sounds very convoluted, very redundant. Okay, the structure is just, it sounds it's being repeated. Okay, so I don't recommend this. Okay, 여러분 그거 아시죠? I was so sick that I couldn't do anything. 이런 거 있죠. 이게 벌써 강조형이에요. 난 너무 아무것도 못할 정도로 너무 아팠어. 이게 이미 강조인데 he went as far as to 또 강조를 하면은 the structure kind of gets very convoluted. So if I were you, I would just drop the first earlier structure. 그 앞에 부분을 그냥 버리고요. 그냥 he went as far as to name. 그냥 그 so that 패턴을 버리면 돼요. Okay? He was so obsessed with that movie. He went as far as to 그냥 이렇게요. He was so obsessed with that movie. He went as far as to name his son after one of the characters. 이렇게요. Okay? Peter O님. 벌써 잡힐 듯 말 듯 하면은요. You're actually doing really well. You're actually doing really well. 벌써 잡힐 듯 말 듯 하면은요. You're doing really well. 네. That's right. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. Yeah. 선생님 오늘 처음 듣는 수강생인데 너무 재밌어서 그러는데 혹시 무슨 요일은 몇 시까지 하나요? 정해진 시간 있을까요? No. 없어요. 제가 하고 싶을 때예요. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but there's no schedule. I just do these streams whenever I want to. Yeah. My sister and I are very close. I'd even go as far as to say that my sister cares for me better than I care for myself. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 이거 지금 이것도 좋아요. 이것도 좋고요. 이거 보니까 또 생각나는 또 다른 또 내용이 있어서요. You know, he knows me so well. I'd even go as far as to say, he knows me better than I know myself. 잠깐, 이 같은 얘기인가? 뭐 거의 같은 얘기네요. It's pretty much the same. Yeah. 지금 이거는 이제 아끼는 마음에 대한 이제 그런 얘기라면 챙겨주고 아끼는 마음에 대한 얘기라면 이거는 그 사람에 대해서 그 사람을 얼마나 잘 아는지 뭐 이런 거예요. He knows me so well. I'd even go as far as to say that he knows me better than I know myself. 사실 이럴 가능성, 그러니까 잘 보세요. 이게 제가 이런 예문을 보여드리고 싶었던 이유가 You know, because as good as this example is, 지금 이 예문이 좋은 만큼 이거를 추가적으로 보여드리고 싶었던 게 I'd even go as far as to say가 없구나. As to say 이 뒤로는요. 뭔가 누구나 다 그렇지라고 공감이 되는 내용이 나면 안 돼요. 좀 많이 극단적인 게 나와야 돼요. Okay? So how is it? How is it that someone knows a person better than that person knows themselves? You know, that's very unlikely. That almost never happens. Unless it's a child or something. But anyway, so 그래서 좀 더 비교적 극단적인 얘기가 나오는 게 좋아요. Okay? The sports star is a hero of the nation. The people would go as far as to elect him as a president. Do you think so? Okay, 일단 잘 쓰셨어요. This sounds good. The sports star is a hero of the nation. The people would go as far as to elect him as a president. Yeah. 죽일 수도 있어. Yeah, 그렇죠. 뭐 이런 맥락도요. Okay? Yeah. I'd even go as far as to say that Korea pop culture is leading Asia pop culture these days. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about this topic, so I don't know. As far as probability is concerned, I really have nothing to say about that. But okay, it looks good. The sentence looks good. It's very difficult to understand. I went as far as to think that I wanted to give up. I went as far as to think that this makes sense too. Sure. He goes as far as to say that he would walk a mile in the snow just to get a backcourt. Satisfies. He goes as far as to say that he goes as far as to say he goes as far as to say he went. I would say he went as far as to say. He went as far as to say he would walk a mile. Yeah. 그거를 평소에 자주 얘기하고 다니는 거면은요, yeah, goes라고 해도 되긴 하는데, I don't know anybody who's into 백홀 as much as the person that you're describing here. So, I'd go as far as to say that he has improved a lot after the second semester. Yeah. Well, okay. 지금 이거 같은 경우는요, English Journey님, 아까 제가 얘기했죠. 이 표현 자체가 나는 심지어 이렇게까지 얘기를 할 정도다. 이건데 he has improved a lot after the second semester. It sounds very, very possible. 굉장히 가능성 있는 얘기 아닐까요? 막 되게 극단적인 어떤 그런 변화는 아니잖아요. It improved a lot, after the second semester. It sounds like something that, an average student could do. So, although it makes sense, 말은 되지만 it's not very natural. It's not very natural. I'd go as far as to say that I can die instead of her 말고요. Instead 말고 뭐가 나와야 되죠? 어떤 전치사가 나와야 되죠? I can die. For. Yes, 공부맨님. Yeah, you're right. For. So I'd go as far as to say that I could die for her. Mm-hmm. I would go as far as to say why Argentina team won the World Cup game is based on 메시 이렇게 쓰는 거 맞나요? 메시 이렇게 쓰나요? I'd even go as far as to say that they couldn't have done it had it not been for Messi. Had it not been for 말고 더 쉽게 할 수 있구나. Without. I'd even go as far as to say that they couldn't have done it without Messi. I'd even go as far as to say that they couldn't have done it without Messi. Oh, thank you. I think so too. It's a very expensive keyboard. I think it's, when you're talking about a keyboard at this price range, it's not really a keyboard anymore. It's like a musical instrument. It's not really a keyboard. It's almost like a musical instrument, especially when you consider the price range that you could pick this up. It's just, yeah. It's more like a musical instrument. 그러니까 이럴 때 쓸 수가 있는 거예요. So I'd even go as far as to say that, it's not even a keyboard. It's almost like a musical instrument. 이렇게 쓸 수도 있겠죠. I'd even go as far as to say that this is more like a musical instrument to me. Yeah. Right. Okay. 일단, thanks for saying that about the sentences. But I wouldn't really go as far as to say that these sentences are luxurious. I would just say what I'm aiming for is, more something that's more natural, something that a native speaker might actually say. That's usually what I'm aiming for. So I don't think I would go as far as to say that these sentences are luxurious or fancy or anything like that. I would just say that they're close to what a native speaker might say. In real life. He terribly sucks. That sounds awkward. I would just say he sucks. He really sucks. I'd even go as far as to say that I want for him to go on a trip to the moon and never come back. Wow. On a slightly different topic, I'm sure a lot of people would pay a lot of money to do that. Oh, wow. Okay. isn't this a very, very indirect way of saying that you wouldn't mind if the person died? Isn't this a very indirect way to say that you wouldn't mind if the person died? Is it? Oh, that's what you're trying to do. Okay. All right. That's that's great. I'm a big fan of Harry Styles. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'd even go as far as to say that I'm willing to pay a month worth of my salary for the ticket for a first row seat. 맨 마지막에 for a first row seat ticket 필요 없어요. 그냥 for a first row seat. I'm a big fan of Harry Styles. I'd even go as far as to say that I'm willing to pay a month worth of salary. Yeah. Okay. To be completely honest, I wouldn't say it like this. If I was saying something like this, I wouldn't really say it like this. I would just say, I'm willing to pay. I would just go straight to I'm willing to pay. I'm a big fan of Harry Styles. I'm willing to pay a month worth of salary. Yeah. Because the reason is because I'd even go as far as to say is usually about an opinion. It's an opinion about something or somebody, or it's usually about an opinion that you have about someone or somebody. But the fact that you're willing to pay this amount of money to get some good tickets, it's not really an opinion. It's just something that you're willing to do. And so in this kind of context, it doesn't really work that well. Okay? Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Wow. The artificial food looks so real. I'd even go as far as to say that I could feel like eating it right now. Looks so real. Again, it's better if it's an opinion. It's better if it's... Okay, so here are some tips for when you're practicing later on. Okay, so for when you're practicing later on, here are some tips. For number 1, try to talk about someone else, not yourself. Try to talk about someone who went out of their way to do something. Okay? It usually sounds better that way. Okay? Try talking about someone else and not yourself. Okay. Now, we jumped to number 3. 그렇죠? 3번으로 넘어갔죠, 바로. 자, 이거는요. 나중에 연습하실 때 for when you're practicing later on, it should be about an opinion. And it should be extreme. Okay? It should be about an opinion, not just something that you feel or that you want to do. It should be about some opinion, and it should be quite extreme, okay? Not just something that's very, that anybody can relate to. I'm a big fan of Chris Hemsworth. I wouldn't go as far as to call him a real god of thunder. Wouldn't go. Oh, but I wouldn't go as far as to call him a real god of thunder. My brother does? Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right, this is a good example. Yeah, I wouldn't. 부정문은 처음 나온 것 같은데요. 제가 놓친 게 있을 수도 있어도 지금 부정문은 잘 안 나왔었는데 보시면은 I'm a big fan of Chris Hemsworth, but I wouldn't go as far as call him a real god of thunder. Your brother does. Okay. Yeah. I'd even go as far as to say that Ronaldo couldn't be lined with Messi. Compared to, I wouldn't really say lined with. I'm not sure if that's a viable sentence, but I'm not familiar with that that expression. I don't even know if that's an expression, but could be lined with. I would just say compared with. So I'd even go as far as to say that Ronaldo can't even be compared with Messi. That's what I would say. We're going to take a break now. Okay, let's take a break. I will see you back here at in about 7 minutes. Okay, we're going to take about a 7-minute break. We're going to listen to a song, and we're going to come back, and we're going to try number 2. Okay? All right. So go get your drinks refilled and go have a cigarette, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. I will see you back here in about 7 minutes. Okay, I'll see you back here at 20 after 10, 10:20. Okay?
It's December 2nd. The snow begins to fall. Babe, I'm getting ready. Gonna have a ball. So, babe, let's hang our stockings and put those
Kim님,
beneath the tree.
I know what you mean. I know what you're trying to say. And if this is actually true, if it's based on a real person that you know, I'm sorry that such a person exists in your life. But as far as the sentence is concerned, it doesn't sound very natural because it's not possible. I'm sure some people would say it's possible, but generally speaking, this is not possible. So it doesn't sound very natural. Okay.
Baby, let's raise our glasses because Christmas time is here.
What is 지렴냐?
For singing and dancing.
유엔난민기고. Snack time. Yeah, snack time. Oh, I forgot about. Oh my gosh, it's all dry. What is it?
We'll sing the same old song.
I don't know what it is.
And when this comes to an end in the week, we'll go again. Welcome in.
아, 미국에서 태어난 거 아니야? Nope.
For now we'll keep
I was born in Korea.
the ones that we hold dear.
I was born in 가락시장. Well, not in the market. Huh? Yeah, no, not in the market, but in that area. In that area.
Because Christmas time is here. It's time for singing and dancing. Baby, let's spread a little Christmas. No, spread a little Christmas. Christmas.
아, 키보드가 솔드아웃이라고요? Q5? Q5로 알아보신 거예요? Recover? Rehabilitate? 근데 recover는 괜찮아요. recover 괜찮은데요. 뭐 그냥 get better라고 하는 것도 좋고요. 일단 재활이라는 말도 있어요. Rehabilitate. But recover is good. It's more general. Yeah.
It's time for singing and dancing. Baby, let's spread a little Christmas cheer. Baby, let's raise our glasses. Don't you know
Aw, that's so sweet. I love you too. 쭈꾸미님, 예전에도 계시지 않았나? I feel like I've seen you before. Huh? I think they're pre-lubed. 제가 따로 하진 않았어요. I didn't lube them myself. I think they came lubed. 왜냐면 윤활이 안 된 키보드가 이런 소리 날 수는 없는 것 같아요. I don't know. Oops. Oh man. Yeah, that's better.
Christmas time was drawing near. I had everything in order. A run we shoveled for the deer with lights around the border. Cookies laid out and stockings hung. Candy
No, not at all. 아시는 분들 아실 거예요. But no, not at all. You like the song? 무슨 노래지? 저도 한번 들어볼게요.
I'd forgotten to call the chimney sweep. Someone tall and Dick Van Dyke-ish. The fireplace soot was inches deep. Santa surely wouldn't like this. And now Santa has a coal black suit. Santa has a coal black suit. At first he wasn't happy till I told him.
Thank you for letting me know.
Santa's got a coal black suit.
I would even go as far as to say that that keyboard is like playing music. Of course. Of course. Well, it can't be all fun. But generally, yeah, I enjoy them. 키보드 한 번만 쳐달라고요?
Tonight he shim shim shimmy down the chim chim chimney tonight. And now Santa has a coal black. Don't know how he fit his big ass in that flue. Santa has a coal black suit, suit, suit. At first he wasn't happy till I told him he looked snappy. Santa's got a coal black suit.
Alright. 제 생각에는요. 오늘 이 세 개 중에서 이 go out on a limb이 가장 어려울 거예요. Because go out on a limb. 잠깐만. 아까 했었다가 미뤄놨던 예문이 이게 하나 있었구나. I thought it was, but I think some of your example sentences were much better, so I'm just going to get rid of this. All right. So I think go out on a limb is probably the hardest one because it's actually go out on a limb. Go out on a limb. I'm really curious what Naver has to say about this expression. 이 표현에 대해서 네이버가 어떤 얘기를 할지 I'm really curious to know. Go out on a limb. 어떻게 해석을 했을까요, 여기서? Go out on a limb. 어디 봐야 나오지? 오케이. 위험을 무릅쓰다. 오케이. 그러니까 이래서 이게 어려운 것 같아요. 이게 이것만 가지고는 어려운 것 같아요. 이것만 가지고는 이 표현을 배우기가 어려운 것 같아요. Yeah. 이렇게 하면 예문도 나오고 그러나? 예문이 안 나와? Interesting. 그러니까 risk being criticized and mocked and embarrassed. So go out on a limb to because I believe in something. Okay. It's kind of like this. All right. So risk being criticized and mocked or embarrassed because I believe in something. Because I believe that well, yeah, that's. Can you being mocked? 그게 뭐지? What is mocked? What is being mocked? 조롱받다. 조롱. 그치, 조롱이라는 말이 있구나, 조롱. Okay. So, you risk being criticized or mocked or embarrassed because you believe in something. Okay? Yeah, being made fun of, being criticized, and you risk those things because you believe in something, basically. Okay? The risk exists because there is very little support for it. Okay? So you risk being criticized or mocked or embarrassed because you believe in something. And the risk is there. The risk exists because there's very little support for it. Does that make sense? 자, 이것도요. 이거는 일단 특징으로 보자면 뭐 과거에 있었던 일, 지금 일어나고 있는 일, 앞으로 할 일에 대해서 모두 흔히 사용이 돼요. 이거는 unlike some of the other expressions we covered earlier, 우리가 아까 다뤘던 내용 몇 가지와는 좀 다르게 이거는 뭐 언제든 다 쓸 수가 있어요. Okay? They really went out on a limb with that advertisement. 거꾸로 써볼까요? Let's build it up first. Let's build up the context. Nothing like that had ever been done. So they really went out on a limb with that ad. Okay, so let's say 그 굉장히 뭐랄까 그 당시에 절대로 그렇게 시도되지 않았던 방식으로 어떤 광고를 어느 회사에서 했다고 가정해 볼게요. And whenever you do something that nobody has done before, or whenever you do something that nobody is doing, then you certainly are risking being criticized, mocked, or embarrassed, or all of the above. But you do it because you believe that it'll work. You believe that it'll make a difference. You believe that it's viable. And so in that case, you can say something like this. Nothing like that had ever been done. So they really went out on a limb with that advertisement. Okay? What is a limb? limb을 찾아보면은요. 그냥 they say it's like a tree branch. Like a branch. 그 나무에 나 있는 가지요. 큰 가지를 limb이라고 물론 사람 팔다리를 limb이라고 하기도 해요. 팔다리를 limb이라고 하기도 하는데 나무 가지도 limb이라고 저도 이걸 이번에 찾아보면서 알았어요. 근데 어쨌든 지금 여기서 쓰이는 limb은 그 나뭇가지를 얘기를 하는 거고 이렇게 하나 쭉 뻗어 있는 나뭇가지 끝에 여러분이 거기 뭔가 믿는 게 있어서 거기 끝까지 가 있는 떨어질 위험을 무릅쓰고 있는 거죠. Yeah. Yeah, 맞아요. 네, 가지에 매달려서 위험한 일을 감수하는 거죠. Yes. No one can help you. Actually, the guy is kind of losing his popularity, but the company decided to use him again. To me, it feels like the company is going out on a limb with this decision. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's just cut it here. So the company was going out on a limb by hiring someone who was under so much controversy at the time, but it eventually worked out well for them. Does this make sense? Go out on a limb로 3번처럼 비난을 감수하고 하기까지 했다라고 표현할 수 있나요? I wouldn't do that. I think in most cases I wouldn't do that because 그렇게 하면은요 그게 강조를 이제 2번 하는 거라서 그렇게 할 것 같진 않아요. She went out on a limb to help that suspect. She went out on a limb to help that suspect. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Suspect? To help that suspect? Okay, yeah, makes sense. 지푸라기라도 잡는 심정으로 한다는 말씀인가요? No, not at all. Not at all. 그러니까 지금 지푸라기라도 잡는 심정이라는 말을 잠깐만 제가 맞게 이해를 하는 거라면요. 뭔가 지금 you're at a dead end. There are no other options. But you do whatever you can in order to survive. 약간 그런 거 아닌가요? 지푸라기라도 잡는 심정이라는 게 in a situation where there are no other options, you're basically out of options, but in order to survive, you do whatever you can with whatever you have. That's kind of like what that is, right? But this is kind of different. 그죠? 절박한 거. 네. You're very desperate, right? You're desperate. 그쵸? 네. 근데 이거는 그런 건 아니에요. This is like it's kind of like gambling. You're gambling and the stakes are high. You're gambling and the stakes are high. Kim Sejong went out on a limb to make hangul. Really? Did he? I don't really know the history. I don't really know how he made hangul. I don't know what he had, what kind of things he had to go through. So I'm not sure if this is true. Is this true? Did he go out on a limb to make hangul? Was it risky? What was he risking? I'm going to go out on a limb with this surgery. I'd go as far as to say that I'll live without my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to show you this again at this point. So go out on a limb is risk being criticized or mocked or embarrassed. But when you're deciding whether or not to have surgery, that's not really something that you can be criticized for or embarrassed because of, right? So it doesn't really fit in that well. Galileo went out on a limb, insisting that the Earth orbits around the sun. Oh yeah, oh yes, that was a big one. That was a That was a very, very, very dangerous thing he did. A very risky thing. Eventually didn't... What happened to him eventually? I don't really know. 그쵸? 그러니까 단순히 그냥 그 어떤 수술로 인해서 어떤 안 좋은 그 역효과라고 하나요? 그런 예상치 못한 어떤 그런 결과에 대한 거면은 it's not really going out on a limb. Because it's not about risking your reputation or risking your other things like that. Okay? 양반들 서민들이 그를 아는 게 싫었으니까요. Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, yes. In that case, that makes sense. Yeah, he went out on a limb to make 한글. That's right. At that time, the company was going out on a limb by flying constantly against COVID-19. So I think the company has very good resilience. By flying constantly against COVID-19. What does that mean? Flying constantly against COVID-19. I'm not really sure what that means. What do you mean by that, 서희? What do you mean by that? 네, 맞아요. 위험을 감수하다라는 의미긴 해요. Exactly. So, 그래서 risk랑 쓰임새가 많이 있죠. 쓰임새가 많이 있어요. 근데 그냥 risk는 훨씬 더 포괄적이에요. risk가. 그러니까 단순히 뭐 투자한 돈을 뭐 다시 그거를 이제 돌려서 벌 수 없는 그냥 그런 리스크가 큰 단순히 그런 리스크는 아니고 그 리스크에도 이제 이런 리스크를 얘기를 하는 거예요. 그거에 대한 어떤 검증된 것이 없고 그것을 지지하는 사람도 없고 그것에 동의하는 사람도 없는 상태에서 나 혼자 그렇게 하는 거예요. 오케이? 나 혼자 다른 사람들 안 하는 무엇을 혼자 그렇게 해서 리스크가 있는 거죠. Okay. 5 years ago, I wanted to start a vegan foods business, and I was sure it would be popular, but many people didn't know at that time. Even my family opposed. But I went on a limb and started it. Good. Very good. This is very, very good. I really, really like this little story. Is this true, Michelle-님? Is this true? Is this a true story? Is this your story? It is. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. All right. So it's going well. You don't have to answer that, but I'd like to think that it's doing well now. I'd like to think so. Okay. So, okay, let me read this one second. 5 years ago, I wanted to start a vegan foods business, and I was sure it would be popular, but many people didn't know at the time. Even my family was opposed to it, I would say. But I went on a limb. 끝까지 하다가, but yeah. Okay. So, 얘기를 쭉 하다 보면 마지막 부분에 뭐 요 정도로 마무리 지으면 더 좋을 것 조금 더 좋을 것 같아요. But I decided to go out on a limb and start the business. Okay. Well, you know, I think it's 그랬나요? 글자 수가 부족해서요? 잠깐만. 그러네. 꽤 기네. I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So 아까 그 내용에서 even my family was opposed to it, but I decided to go out on a limb and start the business. I think that's about right. Buy something 안 오고 그냥 go out on a limb만 써도 되나요? Yes. 네, 이거는 이거대로 그냥 요거대로 그냥 하나의 동사처럼 많이 써요. Yeah. Go out on a limb and do something. Go out on a limb, buy something, by doing something. Go out on a limb to do something. 이렇게 이어지는 경우도 많고 이거 같은 경우는 go out on a limb에서 그냥 끝나는 경우도 많이 있어요. Yeah. I really don't want to go out on a limb like that. Yeah, this is okay too. Yeah. 그러니까 그런 느낌이죠. 그런 이렇게 그렇게 아무도 그렇게 그 지지해주지 않는 그런 것을 이제 그런 것을 리스크하면서 그렇게 혼자 그렇게 하고 싶지 않다. 이런 느낌이죠. 혼자 당하고 싶지 않다. 약간 이런 느낌인가? Warren Buffett went out on a limb to invest in oil company in a situation where renewable energy has been to be focused on lately. Okay. So 이거 최근 일이죠. 그러면은 went out on a limb 보다는 is going out on a limb이겠죠. 왜냐면 invest한 것은 뭐 한번 그걸 했다고 해서 그걸로 끝나는 게 아니라 그렇죠? 특히나 투자 같은 경우는 almost all cases investment takes time, right? So 그것만 시제만 조금 바꾸면 되겠네요. Warren Buffett is going out on a limb to invest in oil companies in a situation in a time where renewable energy has been the main focus. Yeah, 그렇게 그 정도로 얘기하는 게 좋을 것 같아요. I went out on a limb by marrying. 크리스틴님, 지금 이게 말이 되려면은 그러니까 이게 정말 본인이 원하는 의미를 가지려면은 아니다. 그러니까 이게 맞으려면은요. 이렇게 말하는 게 맞으려면은 본인도 확실할 수는 없었어야 해요. 오케이? Right. 네, 그래요. Wow. I think this really says a lot. I think this says a lot. Oh gosh. Wow. Yeah. Because what? Hey, life is short. No time to think, right? He's always going out on a limb. How about this? Yes, but it should be about a certain thing. Not just random things, but it really depends on what the conversation was about and how the conversation was flowing. But yes, it most certainly can be used like this. 그러니까 뭐 그런 거 있죠. 그러니까 항상 뭔가를 남은 절대로 남이 when there are people that are always advising against things, but this guy, whoever the guy is, like he keeps doing those things. He keeps pushing through those things and going through with them. 그런 것에 대해서 you could definitely say he's always going on a limb like that. He's always going out on a limb like that. 그런 식으로 얘기할 수 있겠죠. Sure. Mm-hmm. He went on a limb to be a model at the age of 70. Wow. Is that true? Well, I'm sure there are people like that. So yeah, that's makes sense. Recently, news keeps reporting that prices of houses continue to go down, but there are always people to buy houses. People going out on a limb and buying houses. 쌀 때 사는 게 맞지 않나? 더 내려갈 거니까. 오케이. 더 내려갈 거니까. Well, maybe they think it's not going to go down much further. Some broadcasting companies are going out on a limb by reporting the government's faults, misconducts, I think I would say, or pointing out government's mistakes, maybe. Not faults, but mistakes or misconducts that they don't want to show them to citizens. Okay. All right. Well, going out on a limb. Some broadcasting companies. Okay. Because let's say that generally broadcasting companies try to avoid getting involved with conspiracies and things that the government wants to hide. If that's the case, yes, I think that makes sense too. No. This is not a good context. 여기서는 좀 어울리지 않아요. If you want to get the surgery, you have to sign up this document saying that you will go out on a limb with the side effects. No. No. 그러니까 이 go out on a limb with라는 것은요. 그것이 내가 믿는 거여야 돼요. 이걸 가지고 나는 이제 go out on a limb을 하는 거예요. 그걸 생각해 보세요. If you go out on a limb, 그걸 머릿속으로 그려보세요. If you go out on a limb, 나무에 가지가 이렇게 뻗어 있는데 그 limb을 이제 끝쪽으로 가는 거예요. 바깥쪽으로. 뭘 가지고 가는 거예요. 그럼 뭐예요? 그거를 믿고 가는 거죠. 그래서 go out on a limb with라는 것은 그 with 하는 게 가지고 있는 게 그게 믿는 거여야 이제 믿는 것이기 때문에 go out on a limb을 하는 거예요. Does that make sense? 그래서 오늘 제가 올린 강의 내용에서요. 무슨 내용이었죠? 그 with를 어떻게 썼었죠? But Apple continues to 어떻게 했죠? Continues to go out on a limb with the no headphone jack design. 그렇죠? 이제 그 디자인을 가지고 go out on a limb을 계속 하는 거죠. Okay? With는 이제 그렇게 써야 돼요. Not with you don't go out on a limb with the side effects. No. Right. So Apple continued to go out on a limb with their no headphone jack design. Right. 상대가 믿기지 않을 이야기를 남의 이야기라면서 할 때 상대가 믿기지 않을 이야기를 남의 이야기라면서 할 때 I'm gonna go out on a limb with it. 잠깐만. 왜 이해가 안 되지? 상대가 믿기지 않을 이야기를 남의 이야기라면서 할 때 I'm gonna go out on a limb. 아닌 것 같아요. 아닌 것 같아요. Because you're not risking anything. You're not risking anything, is it? He went out on a limb by quitting his high salary job and started being a traveling YouTuber. Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. I guess so. People said the real estate market would get worse, but I went on a limb by contracting the house. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb with that idea. I want to turn it into a profitable business model. That sounds good. Sounds good. I try to challenging by going out on a limb. I try to challenge by going out on a limb. No. 그게 두 가지가 중복이 돼요. challenge 하는 것도 go out on a limb 하는 것이기 때문에 그거 자체가 so they overlap. 중복이 돼요. Sorry. I used to enjoy going out on a limb when I was young. No. 그 go out on a limb 자체가 어떤 activity가 되진 않아요. It's not something that you can consider. That itself is not really doing anything. It's like saying, I used to enjoy risking when I was young. No. It has to be something more specific. I'm going to go out on a limb. It's going to take inflation a long time, more than 3 years. I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say. I'm going out of a limb with a doubt for you. Is that true? 아까 상대방이 믿기 힘든 이야기를 해서 믿을 수 없다고 말하며 찬구를 의심하는 위협을 부릴 수도 있고. I'm sorry, SY님. I have no idea what you're trying to say. 상대방이 믿기 힘든 이야기를 해서 믿을 수 없다고 말하며 친구를 의심하는 I'm sorry. I don't okay. I'm sorry. I don't understand the situation. I'm sorry. I don't understand the situation. Okay. I have been invested some leverage stocks. Okay. 이미 투자를 한 거죠? 그러면 I'm gonna go out on a limb이 아니죠. I'm going out on a limb. 그렇게 현재 하고 있는 거죠. 그렇게 하면 되겠네요. So I've invested in these stocks. I don't know what what leverage stocks are, but so I invested in these stocks. I'm really going on a limb because why? Because it's going to take more than 3 years. It's going to take inflation long time. Longer than 3 years. 그죠? Okay. Okay, I think 잠깐만요. 사람들이 다 친구를 믿지 말라고 하는 상황에서 말하는 화자가 내가 너를 믿어볼게. 맞나요? 이런 상황인가요? 사람들이 다 친구를 믿지 말라고 하는 상황에서 말하는 화자가 내가 너를 믿어볼게. 아까 누구였죠? 요 상황에 대해서 얘기하신 분. 지금 이게 맞나요? 다른 사람들은 야, 걔 믿지 마. 다들 그 친구를 믿지 않는 상황에서 나는 너를 한번 믿어볼게. 이런 건가요? Is that right? 자, 어쨌든 그런 상황이었든 아니었든 만약에 이런 상황이라면은요. 만약에 그런 상황이라면 일단 I'm gonna go out on a limb은 반대라고요? 친구한테 의심을 표현할 때요? No. 그럴 때 쓰는 말은 아니에요. No. 그럴 때 쓰는 말은 아니에요. No. No. Okay. Even though everyone said that the OCI would be ruined, I don't know what the OCIs are, but my girlfriend is going on a limb. I also trusted her and invested. Okay. Alright. 뭐 이거 같은 경우도 저라면 왠지 저라면 my girlfriend decided to 라고 할 것 같아요. My girlfriend decided to go on a limb, go out on a limb, go out on a limb, not go on a limb, go out on a limb. I also trusted her and trusted her. Okay. Trusted her judgment. I would say, not trust her, but I also trusted her judgment and invested. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand why he went out on a limb. 갑자기 out가 다 빠지고 있네요. I don't know why he went out on a limb by cheating in the same company. I don't know what that means, cheating in the same company, but 친구가 도둑질을 하고 숨겨달라고 한다. 근데 그 친구에게 빚이 있다. 그래서 위험을 감수하고 숨겨준다. 이런 상황도 될까요? 그거는 go out on a limb은 아닌 것 같아요. 그거는 그냥 risk예요. You're risking. Yeah. 왜냐면 그거는 it's the right and wrong is clearly there. It clearly exists. What's right and what's wrong. 뭐가 옳고 그른지가 확연하게 구분되기 때문에 이런 경우는 it's different. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I think that's it for today. So 일단 이 go out on a limb은요. 그냥 이게 그러니까 이거는요. go out on a limb 같은 경우는 요 정도로 기억했으면 좋겠어요. 이걸 꼭 쓴다기보다는 들었을 때 이해하기가 우선 이고요. 그리고 그 가장 중점적으로 이 go out on a limb은 뭐냐면 일단 다른 사람들은 믿지 않거나 다른 사람들은 하지 않는 것. 다들 말리는 것을 말리는데도 불구하고 할 때. 오케이? 이런 내용이에요. 이런 내용이에요. 오케이? That's what going out on a limb is. Okay. So again, 이걸 꼭 이 go out on a limb은 여러분이 이 표현을 꼭 쓴다기보다는 외국인이 썼을 때 그걸 이해하는 게 우선인 것 같아요. 그리고 그 의미의 이게 사용되는 그 맥락은 다른 사람들은 어떤 하지 않는 거 그리고 다들 말리는데도 불구하고 그런 이제 위험을 무릅쓰고 충분히 내 선택이 틀릴 수 있다라는 그런 위험을 무릅쓰고 you're going out on a limb. 그 의미가 좀 중요하네요. 내 선택이 잘못 될 가능성이 충분한 상황에서 나는 믿기 때문에 그것을 할 때. Okay? All right. So going out on a limb. Go out on a limb. All right. To go out of one's way. To go out of one's way. To make an extra effort. To do something. Often an effort that is not in line with what you usually do. 각별한 노력이죠. 각별한 노력. 그리고 이거에 대해서 여러분이 연습하실 때는 try to talk about someone else's effort, not your effort. And I think that's important. That's just how they usually use it. 그리고 go as far as to do something. 이거를 연습하실 때는 그러니까 뭔가 다른 걸 한다라는 맥락으로 충분히 만들 수 있는데 일단 연습을 하실 때는 say로 보통 하세요. say로 많이 하세요. 일단 그렇게 해서 먼저 이 표현 자체에 익숙해지는 게 중요한 것 같아요. 실제로 사용할 수 있는 상태를 만드는 게 중요하기 때문에 그래서 어떻게 할 정도로 어떻게 할 정도로 말할 정도로 무엇에 대한 생각이나 어떤 의견이나 믿음이 강한 거예요. It should be about an opinion usually. In most cases, people use this expression to talk about a strong opinion that they have. And it should be a very extreme thing, not something that's very common. Right. In fact, Julia Parkname, I know what you mean. But in reality, you're not risking anything. You're not risking anything, especially in terms of criticism or any damage in your reputation. There's absolutely no risk. Okay? And that's why, although the sentence is correct, it doesn't sound natural, but because there's no actual threat, there's no actual risk involved in learning English and using English and so on. Okay? He decided to go out on a limb getting married. Her lives in Ukraine. When it comes to talking about marrying someone, the expression go out on a limb just doesn't feel right. Does that make sense? It just doesn't feel right. Because, I don't know. Because marrying someone is not about, it's not about whether you expect to succeed or fail. Think about it. When you get married, when someone is considering marriage, are they trying to see if this will end in failure or in success? No, it doesn't really usually work like that, right? 그렇지 않나요? 결혼을 하면은요, 그게 성공으로 이어질지 실패로 이어질지를 그거를 고민하진 않지 않나요? 누군가를 결혼을 선택하는 과정에서. I don't know. That's just how I feel. And I think that's why it just doesn't feel right. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's right. 그러니까 again 다시 말하지만 문장 자체는 맞는데 it just feels very awkward. Okay? All right. The customer asked to replace the parts in question with new one, but I went out on a limb by convincing the customer to get all original parts back to the system. Okay. I can roughly understand what you're saying here, and that's okay. So, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Because when you suggest that, when you try to convince the customer to replace all the original parts, then the person might say, "Oh, I'll just go to a different mechanic. I'll look for a different service." So you're risking that. So I guess you're right. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it today, guys. That's pretty much it today. Let me just show you very quickly the sentences that we went through. She's been going out of her way to fit in with the rest of the team. She's been going out of her way. That means she's been putting in extra effort, the kind of effort that she wouldn't normally put in. Why? To fit in with the rest of the team. You shouldn't feel like you have to go out of your way to be close with your neighbors. It means you don't have to put so much effort. You don't have to put the amount of effort that you don't even put towards your family or something just to be close with your neighbors. That's what we talked about here. Adjusting to the new environment was a lot harder than I thought. I really had to go out of my way for a few years to get settled. Okay, that means I had to put in so much extra and special effort to get settled, right? All right. I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to get in better shape than now. I think I'm doing pretty well. I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to get in better shape than now. That means I don't feel like I need to put in the extra and special effort to get in better shape than now. I've already been going out of my way the last couple of weeks to perfect this cheesecake recipe. I don't know why I'm so obsessed. Okay. So I've really been going out of my way. That means I've been putting so much extra effort, the kind of effort that I don't usually put in anywhere. So that's why I've been going out of my way. So like unusually a lot of effort. Unusually a lot of effort. I know that he's been going out of his way to be a good father. Okay. Trying extra hard. Trying extra hard. It's okay. You've already done so much. You really don't have to go out of your way to do anything else. Okay. Let's say to do more for me. Maybe that sounds better. Okay, then we used I'd go as far as to. So I'd go as far as to say that his father is more famous than his son. So it's a stretch. It's a bit of a reach to say. So it's really hard to make a case with this, to say that the father is more famous than the son. But, I'd go as far as to say that. That's how much I believe. That's how I strongly feel that the father is very famous. I'd go as far as to say that this is the best restaurant I've been to. Okay. So, saying that something is the best is a very extreme, you're making an extreme argument, right? So that's why you say I'd go as far as to say that this is the best restaurant I've ever been to. He knows me well. I'd even go as far as to say that he knows me better than I know myself. So someone knowing me better than I know myself is a very rare case, I think. That almost never happens, right? It's really hard for that to happen. So that's why it goes in really nicely with this. I'd even go as far as to say, okay, that's how much he knows me so well. I'd even go as far as to say that they couldn't have done it without Messi. Okay. So yeah, because this is a really strong argument, because sports is a team effort, right? Soccer, any kind of sports game, it's a team effort. So you're making a very extreme statement actually by saying this. So that's why it falls in really nicely with I'd even go as far as to say that they couldn't have done it without Messi. Go out on a limb. Okay, so this isn't very important. Like I said, focus on just understanding what this means and how it's used. I don't really recommend that you use this because it's kind of hard. It's until you can really, get a feel for how to use this. I don't recommend that you put in. You don't have to go out of your way to master this expression. It's not really worth it, if you know what I mean. Okay. So you don't have to go out of your way to try to master this expression. Like I said, it's not really worth it. So just go easy on this one, okay? Go easy on this one. All right. Okay, that's it. Let me copy and paste this.
What a night.
1977님. 지금 보시면은 하신 게 He accepted the proposal to go out on a limb 이라고 하면은 그 나뭇가지 끝에를 가기 위해서 그 제안을 받아들였다라는 말이 되죠. No. 그 제안을 받아들임으로써 나는 저 가지 끝으로 간 거예요. 그 받는 것 자체가 go out on a limb인 셈인 거예요. 그래서 이거 같은 경우는 이것도 이제 여러 가지 방법이 있는데 I went out on a limb and accepted the proposal. 이렇게 생각하세요. 이 말이 왜 되냐면 내가 저 가지 끝으로 가서 그 제안을 받은 거예요. 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠죠? 그 제안을 받으려면은 이 가지 끝으로 가서 위험을 무릅써야 그 제안을 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠죠? 그래서 그렇게 나오던가 아니면은 아까 몇몇 분들이 해주신 것처럼 by ing도 돼요. I went out on a limb by accepting the proposal. 그 제안을 받아들임으로써 나는 go out on a limb을 한 거다. 무슨 얘기인지 그렇게 써야 돼요. Okay. Side effect보다는요 consequences. It could have severe consequences, but he had no choice. Yeah. Yes, like that. I went out on a limb by accepting the proposal. Like that. by 딱딱해 보였는데 의외로 좋은 거군요. 뭐 딱히 좋다고는 하지 않고 그냥 그렇게 많이 써요. 그렇게 그냥 많이 써요. Okay. All right, let's copy paste this. Let's see. Okay. This side here. All right. Okay. Copy, paste it. All right. I think you can see it now already, or at least you'll be able to see it real soon. Okay. I went out on a limb by accepting a suggestion. Yeah, that's good too. Okay. All right. I'm sorry if I didn't go over your example sentence. As you can see, there are a lot of people here. A lot of comments come up. I can't go through all of them. But remember, this is not I'm not your personal tutor. So it's impossible for me to go over every one of your example sentences. So if you come to the live streams often enough, eventually I will look at your example sentences at some point. So okay, all right. 구독한 지는 4년인데, wow, that's a long time. 일정상 실시간은 거의 못하다 몇 주 정도 시간을 들어요. 아직 전 어렵지만 토요일랑 오가면 실시간 보면. Okay, that's great. Thank you for saying so. That really means a lot. Really, seriously, that thank you for saying so. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope this helps. And I hope I can see you again very soon in a future live stream or in a future lesson video. Okay? All right. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you soon. Okay?
Someone tonic Van Dyke-ish. The fireplace soot was inches deep. Santa surely wouldn't like this. And now Santa has a coal black suit. Santa has a coal black suit. At first he wasn't happy till I told him he looked snappy. Santa's got a coal black suit. He shimmy down the chimney tonight. Tonight, he shimmy down the chimney tonight. And now Santa has a coal black. Don't know how he fit his big ass in that flue. Santa has a coal black suit. At first he wasn't happy till I told him he looked snappy. Santa's got a coal black suit. When he laughed, he shook like a bowl full of jelly. But you know, a slightly smaller bowl because of the slimming effect. He flew into the night and he said with a shout,